Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to COD Zombies HQ. The classified ending cutscene exists and is obtainable within Black Ops 4 Zombies, but the method to get that cutscene to play in your game will not be some kind of traditional Easter egg quest that we've played before. This is the seeming consensus of some of the top leakers and data miners within the Zombies community, so today we're going to break down why that is, and then talking about our next steps. Where do we go from here to get that cutscene to play? If you've been looking in comment sections on the Zombies Reddit or on Twitter about posts related to the classified Easter egg, you might have seen a significant jump in people in the last few days saying the classified Easter egg doesn't exist, you're stupid for searching for it, and you're simply wasting your time. Well, the rise in that negative sentiment has come from two places. The first is the fact that the Easter egg hasn't been solved yet several weeks after the release of Black Ops 4. That kind of gets people's hopes down. The second reason comes from a misinterpretation of a recent video posted by a prominent data miner in the Zombies community named Porter. On November the 1st, Porter uploaded a video simply entitled Black Ops 4 Classified Information. In the video, Porter explains that what he's done is compile a plain text list of all of the script strings within classified. These are the things that tells the game what to do when a specific action is performed in game. For example, here we have the strings which references the power-ups within a Zombies game. The goal of Porter's video is to show that the Easter eggs that we currently know of within classified can then be cross-referenced with the code strings in the game. We're able to match them up and say, okay, this action results in the triggering of this code string. As you can see, Porter's video is pretty thorough, with each step of an Easter egg that we know of clearly being matched up with a string within the code. Once Porter matched all the Easter eggs that we currently know of with their actual plain text strings, the next objective is to look through the rest of the strings and say, hey, is there anything in here that we haven't actually triggered that could be associated with an Easter egg main quest? Now, this process, according to Porter, can be tedious and confusing because Black Ops 4 doesn't, quote, optimize out unused scripts, meaning that there might be scripts from other maps within the actual code for classified that obviously aren't related to the map itself. His findings, while not 100% accurate, and he admits this himself simply because Treyarch has ramped up the complexity of data mining within Black Ops 4, he believes that there isn't any other strings that could be associated with main Easter egg steps within classified, or at least nothing that he found and recognized as a main Easter egg step. Now, when you see that video in isolation to everything else, your immediate thought is, well, there is no actual Easter egg or Easter egg cutscene on classified, rip the hunt, it's over, boys. But that wasn't Porter's intention, and it's not having the full picture of what's going on here. To get that full picture, there's two things you need to consider. The first is that the audio for the ending cutscene, perhaps not in its entirety and perhaps not in the right actual order in which it should be played, has been found within the code of the game. It's out there on the internet if you want to go try to search for it yourself. I'm sure you'll be able to find it. But that audio and its complexity essentially proves that there is a cutscene to be rendered in-game that will use said leaked audio files in an ending cutscene. That when you hear it, the map classified does what Jason Blundell said it would do, and that is set up the rest of the Ether storyline for Black Ops 4. Now, the second part of this, if it turns out to be true, will be confirming something else that the head of Zombies, Jason Blundell, said, where he said that classified will divide the Zombies community. Now, if you heard the leaked audio of the ending cutscene, I'm not going to talk about it in detail, I will not be spoiling it for you, but I don't think it'll necessarily divide the community, so that's kind of out the way. Jason could have been talking about people saying there is an Easter egg or there isn't an Easter egg, but you know, that doesn't really match up in the long term either as dividing the community. What would divide the community is the way in which that Easter egg ending cutscene would be activated in game. As for hints about what that activation process is, we turn to some of the most prominent leakers in the zombies community, the Woo Lads, where they say, in response to Porter's video, and there it is. Like we've been saying from the get-go, people are going about classified all wrong. Still believe the ending is achievable in-game, but everyone's looking in the wrong direction. We'll see in time, I suppose. So everybody is looking in the wrong direction. What could that possibly mean? Well, we know that we've been trying to find the classified Easter egg as a traditional Easter egg, where we have to pick up objects, take down zombies near certain positions, throw things at certain objects to get them to move, solve Morse code, shield bash this and that object. Woo Lads are saying, nope, that is not the right direction here. They continue by saying, I just be careful with the wording Easter egg or quest versus what they think it should be called, which is simply the ending. Clearly, everything everyone is doing now is a dead end, and that seems to be proven as no actual confirmed steps have really been found for a while now. We've had some fantastic leads that we thought definitely would lead to something being found, but it seems that each of those leads bore no fruit. Okay, then let's play the Woo Lads game. If everybody is looking in the wrong direction by searching for the Easter egg, how we have always done it, what's a way that we can trigger this ending in a zombies game without searching for an Easter egg in a traditional fashion? Well, it seems like there's a couple of options here. The first is that maybe we have to do something specific in a different game of zombies that then when playing classified, that data transfers over and it somehow at some round triggers that cutscene to play. Then there's the other option, which we're starting to see big YouTubers like Mr. Ruffle Waffles try. That's not trying to complete all the Easter eggs on the map and search for certain things, but trying to get to a certain high round unclassified itself. With Milo's specific theory was when you get to some certain high round, maybe that will then activate or trigger the cutscene. So that's what he's trying to do on stream. Even the idea that you have to actually get to some crazy high round to trigger a cutscene in zombies, I don't know how I feel about it. I can definitely tell that that would be something very divisive within the zombies community, just like Jason Blundell said it would if that's the way the cutscene is unlocked. What have people been doing wrong if the cutscene only triggers at a super high round? Surely people have got to super high rounds in classified, and while that may be the case, we have to consider that the blue screen and crashing issues that have affected all platforms on Black Ops 4 may have actually inadvertently delayed finding the classified ending if high rounds is the way to do it. Where people, specifically skilled high round players of zombies, have tried to get up to the highest rounds they can, and each time they get above 100 or something, the game will crash. And that leads to the second point, maybe they just haven't gotten to the round they actually need to get to. Now I just want to say, and this is important before we wrap up the thoughts for this video, is that Porter's video and the Woo Lads leaks doesn't mean anything if you don't believe them. They're both human operating with incomplete information, with the only people that actually know whether or not there's a cutscene and how to get it are those working at Treyarch. If you want to keep hunting for the classified main Easter egg in the traditional way, go right ahead. Don't let Porter videos or the Woo Lads comments stop you. If new interesting leads continue to get found on classified and they make sense to me that they could actually lead to something, I will continue to cover them on the Zombies News Updates video. But it seems like in general, the consensus of the zombies community is slowly shifting away from there being a traditional Easter egg in the map and towards some unorthodox method in order to obtain that classified ending cutscene. Well, that concludes today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to tippity-tap that thumbs up button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. A huge shout out to the notification squad, those with the bell icon turned on. You guys are awesome. I long for the day when we can all sit together and watch the full classified cutscene, breaking it down, sharing where the Ether storyline is going to go, and not just talking about it in vague, speculative terms. But keep your hopes up, keep on searching, and it may very well be one of you who will find that ending cutscene. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you with another Zombies news video tomorrow. Peace.